Alright, Shalom, Akim. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, the Apostles, the Apostles, and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that push the truth in sincerity. I want to entitle this video, Your Patience Will Be Tested, because it have many places in the scriptures that actually talk about patience and endurance, and it have a good reason for that. You understand? You will see it will even have situations where you'll see that we have situations where a brother might be praying for patience, and the most time might put you in a predicament just to see what you would do in that situation. You understand? Because patience is something that's had to train. It's something that's had to grow after time. You just wake up in the morning and have patience. You understand? It's something that has had to take time to build, just like knowledge and everything else. Patience is grow with things like wisdom, and it don't happen overnight. And it's something that you will see the Most High put you in situations in life just to be able to strengthen our patience. Just going through something that you don't want to go through, but trying to deal with it patiently. That by itself does help to build your patience. Or like you might have a job you don't like. I have real brothers that show who are jobs they don't like, but you know, just enjoying with it by itself does build your patience. And then you'll be able to see for yourself if you could endure something like that, then it will be easy for you to endure other things also. Like simple ways that the Most High has actually help you to build in patience. Might get a stubborn wife. You had a real patience for that. So let's bring out some examples that the scriptures also show you about patience. Right? That's some in Revelation. So there's Revelations 3 verse 10, for example. It say, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? It say, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And you'll see it say patience, because you have a reason why you're going through all these situations where you have to be patient now, because in time of tribulation, that is when you really need that patience. You understand? Or even leading up to the time of tribulation, just waiting until he return. That by itself is patience, because every year pass, you're always thinking it's that year. And the elders, they thought it was quite since 2000 something. And look how much years passed and it still didn't happen yet. And because of that, you'll see that they had men who was laboring strong in the truth, lose patience. You understand? That is why it's really good to build your patience to always be able to endure. Because the more patient you are, is the more you'll be able to endure. So there's the Revelations 2 verse 25. It say, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. You understand? All the things that you learned so far, I say hold fast to it, because really and truly, you don't know how long you'll have to hold fast to those things for. Because it's true, you're not even bound to live to see the end. You could die today, tomorrow, the following day. But if the Most High will that you live to see the end, you don't know how long it is you'll have to wait. And all that goes back to patience. Because the scriptures talk about the wicked servant that lose patience. It also talk about that in I think it was in Sirach. See if I get it. Talk about it in Sirach also, I think. Yeah, Sirach. We talk about it in Sirach 2 verse 14. It say, woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will he do when the Lord shall visit you. It also had that in Luke. So you see how much scriptures it's showing you. How much scriptures it's showing you about, trying not to lose patience, always trying to be humble and patient, because these are the things that he testing. Sometimes he could even make it look just like how the scriptures talk about like a woman in travail. It's like a woman that's get contractions. You will see she'll get heavy pains, and then the pains go ease up, and then she'll get heavy pains, and then the pains go ease up again. And it might go that way for a good while until the time come. Because the scripture says suppose he will come like a thief in the night. So it will be at a time that nobody will predict, not even yourself. Not even the watchmen can predict exactly when it will be. They will have an idea how close it getting, but they wouldn't know. But they being patient and waiting for that time, because they know that time could be any time. All that goes back to why it is patience so important. Because you wouldn't like to lose patience and then he return when you least expect him. Because you know the punishment of that. So there's Luke 12 verse, I'll start from 45, right? Luke 12 verse 45. It say, but and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, me lost patience, right? And shall begin to beat the men servants and maid servants, and eat and drink and be drunken, you understand? So he become rebellious, even to his own fellow servants, you understand? And start to eat and drink and start to take part in things that he not supposed to be taking part in. Because we know that wine that is talked about in scriptures pertains to like the wine of fornication, which goes back to like other doctrines. He start to lose faith in the Most High and start to mingle himself within other beliefs and start to follow things that are not convenient for his salvation. He said, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, which is what will happen to any man who fall off. The Most High will stop work with him, and he will stop seeing the signs, because he wouldn't have that spiritual discernment anymore. So he wouldn't even have a clue as to how close it getting to that time. So the Most High go visit them at a time when he expect not. Right? Will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. Because if you lose patience and you're going back into the world, you'll become an unbeliever also. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So, once you come into the truth, and you go back out and you start to follow the ways of the heathen once again, you have a worse penalty to pay. Once you lose that patience and you're going back into the world. You understand? You see, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Now, why the scriptures talk about, I think I was in Peter, it said it'd be better if they had not known. Because to learn and then go back doing the same thing, to get more punishment for it, is better you didn't know and done. Say, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So I would say that to whom much is given, of him shall much be required. So I just show you how much it is required of you as a man who have understanding, how much is required of you to actually make sure that you do the correct thing, and not just today or tomorrow, but until the end. And that is required of you by the Most High. As the minute you get that knowledge of right and wrong, and you understand the scriptures, it requires you to actually follow that until the end. And if you don't follow it, it will be required of you in punishment. So That is show you how important patience is. So it always good to try to be humble and be patient. Even with little things, with big things, it don't matter. You understand? That don't mean to be a fool, because wisdom is knowing what to be patient for and how much to be patient. You understand? A man wouldn't take 10 years trying to convince a Hindu that Yahweh Shai is the way. You understand? That is foolishness. All that goes back to wisdom. But patience by itself is something to always work on and try to strengthen all the time. You understand? Always try to build your spirit, increase in wisdom, and exercise your patience. Because the Most High will put you in situations to strengthen your patience also. Someone you will put you in a situation, something might put somebody next to you, somebody for you to work with. So it might even be a brother that's real hard-headed. You understand? And you have to be patient with him. Simple things the Most High does do to be able to train your patience. But all this goes back to your overall training, because these are things that you had to build up. Because when the time of tribulation comes, you had to be able to endure the things that you had to go through. You understand? You had to be able to endure until the end. If you wanted to endure, it would not be simple. It would be so hard. He made it so hard that only the elect would be able to get through it. Let us show you how difficult it is. So let us show you how much work you had to put into to actually prepare your spirit, and prepare your mind, and also to work on your patience. Because if you're in a situation where you're thinking that he coming just now and he might take a while, many men have lost patience because of that. That man thought he was coming in 2000. Between 2000 and 2018, which we are now, look how much men fall off because they lose patience. And if it wasn't the apostles, you understand, the Most High really blessed them in a way that, you know, they actually keep that endurance, they keep that patience, because look how much other men fall off. Men who was in the truth for 15, 16, 17, 18 years, sometimes more. You understand? They lose patience in going through tribulation or just waiting, and they go and do things that are not convenient for them, and eventually they fall off because the Most High discard them. You understand? So it's really about, you really have to work on being patient and pray for the Most High to actually help to keep you humble all the time. Because it's real easy to get roused up in this kingdom. It has so much things that is tracking you that it is real messy up. And it has come in many different forms. As the saying goes, Satan know what bait to put on the hook. You understand? He know what bait to put on the hook. So, you know, that is a short little spiritual food for the brothers. Just letting brothers know, hey, keep enjoying, keep doing the Most High work, and our patience. You understand? Keep trying to work on our patience, because all brothers just go through that time, even myself. It doesn't be simple, but you know, try real hard. Because that patience is what you gotta have to endure till the end, through faith. You understand? And with that, I like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone and Ruwell, and salutations to the Akim around the world that push the truth in sincerity. You understand? There is Yaraba from the Trinidad camp saying, Shalom, brothers, stay strong.